Last season, Ipswich Town had an incredible year of football which led to them getting promotion. But their start in the Premier League hasn't been great as they are winless from their first 5 games. And as we found out over the last 2 years, newly promoted sides very rarely survive the Premier League. But that's where I come in, as I'm becoming Ipswich Town's new manager to not only make sure they survive the Premier League, I'm going to win them the Champions League to crown them the world's best club. But guys, it's that time again. No transfers, no youth academy, no scouting system, I am only allowed to sign free agents. So here we are guys, it's our first free agent rebuild of FC25 and this is the Ipswich Town team we've loaded into, and I think it's very clear what our objective is in Season 1, and that is survival. I mean, Luke Wolfenden is a very big weakness at the back, only 73 overall. The Premier League's going to tear him apart. Our goalie Muric is only 75 overall too, which is definitely a weakness. And our 2 CDMs in Luongo and Sam Morsey are both in their early 30s, so that's a position that we're going to have to focus on almost straight away if possible. But one thing about Ipswich Town, it's a very young side. Out of the 31 players in the squad, there's only 3 of them above 30 years old. And after going through the team, there are a couple of players that I can attempt to try and build this team around. Jack Clark being one of them, recently transferred from Sunderland, 75 overall, 23 years old. This guy is a little bit of a beast. Omori Hutchinson is another one, showing great potential at only 20 years old. If we get him on the right development plan and keep on top of it, he could turn into a monster. And there's of course Liam Delap, only 21, showing great potential already and had a pretty impressive weekend scoring a brace. However, his overall doesn't fill me with confidence. I don't think he's going to be our starting striker just yet. Maybe after a loan move or 2. The good news is though, we've got 32 million to spend on free agents. And because this is the first free agent rebuild of FC25, I'm allowed to sign as many free agents as I want, and I'm allowed to sign whoever I want to as long as they are free agents. But overall, this team does have quite a bit of potential in it. We just need to set them up correctly and make sure that they're ready for a fight in the Prem, because that's exactly what Season 1's going to be for survival. Now when it comes to the tactics, we are counter-attacking. There's no way we're strong enough to outright attack teams from the bounce. We've got to set that pressure up and then hit them on the break. We're also sticking with this 4-2-3-1 wide formation unless at some point we do buy a player that's too good not to build the team around. And as for the player tactics, our front 4 are going to be attack focused, with our wingers being inside forwards, Chaplin being our playmaker, Delap being a poacher, and when we're on the ball, this is how it's going to look going forward. We're going to be very defensive, very cautious, but when we're on the break, our front 4 are going to be menacing. And after meddling around with the team, guys, this is our strongest setup heading into Season 1 prior to making any free agent signings. And honestly, as it stands, we're defo going back down to the Championship. But it's nothing to do with our midfield or front 4. It's just our defence and goalkeeper positions. If we can find stronger defenders and keepers, we will be okay. However, guys, I've decided that Liam Delap isn't yet good enough to lead the line for Ipswich Town, so I am sending him out on loan, alongside all of these other players. Now, majority of these players I'm sending out on loan because they'll probably get game time over the players I'm bringing in, and I do not want that to happen. But players like Twansby, Muric, Ben Johnson, and Liam Delap, I am hoping that there is a little bit of development there, especially with Liam Delap. But right now we've got 32 million to spend and an Ipswich Town team to keep in the Premier League, so it's time to get to work. But our first free agent signing is going to be Memphis Depay, man. 82 rated, 30 years old. I'm not too certain if in real life he's got a team yet, but right now he has, and that team is Ipswich Town. And also, by the looks of things, we could turn him into a winger, we could turn him into an attacking midfielder, but right now I want him leading the line up top. And look who else has popped up out of nowhere. Adrien Rabiot, 29, 83 overall. What a baller this guy is. Now, apparently, in real life, he's just signed for Marseille, but that isn't happening just yet because right now he's signing for the Tractor Boys. But unfortunately, with the signing of Adrien Rabiot, I think we're going to have to change our formation because it'll take him 72 weeks to become a CDM. Maybe we should go for the 4-3-3 attack. I mean, that will mean we'll need another centre midfielder, and Morsey and Luongo will have to take a step back, but they're in the early 30s anyway. We'll probably get a CDM season out of them at best. But luckily for me, there's a certain Eric Sanchez that I can sign, 24 years old, already 78 overall, and he fits the team perfectly, so we're signing him up on a 5-year deal. And would you look at our midfield up in this team now, man. Hutchinson and Clark will have to be converted to wingers, but aside from that, we are golden at the minute. But we still need a better keeper than Muric, a better centre-back than O'Shea, and a better right-back than Johnson, and honestly, I don't like the odds of us filling all 3 of those positions with better players. But I could be wrong, as Carlos Acevedo is still a free agent, 28, 77 overall. We can send Muric out on loan for him to get better, whilst Acevedo is balling out for us. I've also spotted Gerardo Arteaga. I mean, he is a left back, but all we've got to do is convert him to a right back, and we are slowly but steadily improving our defence. And unfortunately, we haven't found a better centre back than O'Shea, but we have found Israel Reyes, who I really like as an option. He's 24, he's 74 overall, and he's very quick, which could definitely bode well for us in the Prem. And with the signing of Israel Reyes, that concludes our business in Season 1. And after those 6 signings, I am pretty confident that we can do a job in the Premier League. It isn't going to be easy, we're not going to get a pretty finish, but hopefully we can survive the Prem with the signings that we've made. Now, we are at the end of this season, and these stats look amazing, man. Memphis Depay got 28 goal contributions, 19 for Jack Clark, and 18 for Connor Chaplin. Amari Hutchinson didn't have the best of campaigns, but he has gone up to 78 rating, which is a bloody good season for him. To be fair, looking at the team, there's been a lot of improvement. I mean, Sanchez 82 overall. I mean, Jack Clark's 81 overall now. I swear he was like 71 rated at the start of this season. I'm not being funny, guys. Judging by the stats and judging by how happy this team is, I think a top 10 finish is on the cards. And you know what? I wasn't far off. We were 14th in the league at the end of our first season in the Premier League, 7 points away from being inside the top 10. And considering the main objective this year was just to outright survive the Premier League, I'd say we've done a damn good job. We also made it to round 5 of the FA Cup. And we made the quarters of the Carabao Cup. Oh my god, the Tractor Boys have been on smoke in Season 1. But the honeymoon period is over. We sort of had an idea on who the free agents would be in Season 1. Going forward, we're going into the unknown. So if we do want to get the Tractor Boys into the top 10 in Season 2, this free agents list needs to come in clutch. Otherwise, we're staying put mid-table. But before we get to Season 2, if you're enjoying this free agent only rebuild with Ipswich Town, drop this video a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. Now, as we enter Season 2, I want to change the tactics up a bit. I feel like we're too good now to be playing counter-attacking football. I think instead it's time for us to press. Our quality up front is good enough to pull this off. The one risk we're taking with this is we're going to have a very high line. However, Reyes, Davies and Arteaga are very quick players, so this shouldn't really mess us up too much. Now, as for where I want to actually improve this team, I feel like if I can find any defenders or keepers higher rated than the ones we've got, I'm absolutely going to sign them. But ideally, I'd like a stronger Cam than Chaplin. I know he had a great campaign last year, bagging like 15 goal contributions, but he's 76 overall. If we want a top 10 position, we've got to get someone better. And when we have 50 mil in our budget, it's safe to say we can sign as many free agents as we want. Unfortunately, so far, the search hasn't been very successful. Goalkeeper Benjamin Cadillac, who's 72 overall at 18 years old, is the best one I've seen. However, I've got a feeling he's Jan Oblak's regen, so we're going to sign him up and send him straight back out on loan. But guys, I've just found Victor Lindelof as well. I mean, he's no better than the defenders we've currently got in that position, but adding more depth to that position certainly won't hurt, will it? But guys, I've just found a centre-back who in the future could become a baller. Issam Ahmed, 74 overall, only 19 years old though. We are going to sign him and then send him straight back out on loan, because right now he isn't good enough. But honestly, guys, aside from those 3 players, this free agents list is absolutely dead in the water, so we're just going to leave the transfer window there for Season 2. Which unfortunately means this team looks no different than last year heading into our second year with the Tractor Boys. But the one thing that we have changed this season is the way we play. We're pressing this year instead of just being on the counter-attack all the time, and hopefully that is the difference maker. And as we arrive at the end of this season, I'm not sure if it has. I mean, Clark, Depay and Hutchinson have had great campaigns, 10 and 1 for Hutchinson, 19 and 10 for Depay, and 23 and 9 for Jack Clark. But Sammy Smodics has had a terrible campaign, 5 goal contributions in 27 games. We need a better attacking midfielder, and we need one as soon as possible. But there is more good news, guys, as Liam Delap is returning from his loan move next year, and he's 78 rated. But Depay is still only 32 years old and 83 overall. Maybe we keep Depay for one more year in the starting team, keep Liam Delap on loan for one more year, and then we make that move. But it's got to be said, guys, there's been some improvement in this team. Look at freaking Asvedo, for goodness sake. 83 overall, that's insane. But look at this, we are top 10 in the Premier League. We just missed out on European football as well by 2 bloody points. Oh my god, the Tractor Boys are on the up. But that just proves that tactics play a huge part in how you play, man. Last year we played defensively and it didn't work. This year we pressed and attacked and it's paid off. I mean, look at this. We once again reached round 5 of the FA Cup. And we reached round 4 of the Carabao Cup this time. All around, guys, we are doing really well. But we are still in an awkward position. Our right back needs improving. Our cam roll needs improving. Other than that, next year, if we can sort those positions out, we are looking at European football. Now, guys, we're in Season 3 with the Tractor Boys right now, and I've got a situation. I've looked through all of the attacking midfielders in the free agents list. There's not really any better than the ones we've currently got. So I'm changing the formation to a 4-3-3 flat in the hopes that we can find a CDM or centre mid. Honestly, the cam roll is out of the question at the minute. And just look at what I found. Luis Chavez. I mean, he is 30. We'll get a maximum of 2 good years out of him at best, but he'll definitely be a welcome addition to the team. And we're finally getting somewhere with our defense. Josip Stanisic, 26, 80 overall. He's far better than Arteaga, and he's definitely going to improve our defense. And guys, I found a great long-term solution for a fullback, Sebastian Rio. I don't know if I got that name right, but he's 17, 73 overall. We're going to get this guy into the team and send him straight back out on loan to get him game time and improving. Now, guys, I've just realised something. We've got a slight problem going forward. Adrien Rabiot and Memphis Depay are both 32 and 31 overall, and 2 of our best players. And unless we can find centre mid or striker free agents that can replace them at some point in the next couple of years, we are absolutely screwed in those positions. To be fair, for the striker role, it's not that bad actually. Liam Delap can eventually take his place, providing he keeps growing out on loan like he has been. But Rabiot's only got 1 or 2 good years left in him. Luis Chavez, 2 or 3 at best. Sanchez is okay, but we do need a couple of centre midfielders. And I'll level with you lot, this isn't looking good for us at the minute, man. We need a miracle in the next couple of years, otherwise we are in a bit of trouble. But for now, guys, we've done all we can to improve the team. We brought in a new right back in Stanisic. We brought in a better centre mid in Chavez, so hopefully this will be enough to get us European football. And guys, I'm loving the looks of these stats, man. 28 and 8 for Jack Clark, 24 and 12 for a 33-year-old Memphis Depay, 17 and 7 for Hutchinson, and 8 and 14 for Rabiot. Bloody hell, he had a good year, didn't he? And look at this, Jack Clark has actually been announced as the Premier League Player of the Year. Oh my god, if that isn't a good sign, I don't know what is. And look at the state of this team, ladies and gents. Surely to God now, we've got European football in some format, either the Conference League, Europa, or hopefully the Champions League. We've got Champions League football. We are 4th in the Premier League. We have got the Tractor Boys European football for Season 4. Oh, that's amazing, man. I can't believe it. All we needed to do is play the Gegenpress from the beginning, and we'd have probably got here quicker. We even made the quarters of the FA Cup this time. Granted, Leeds did actually annihilate us, but the fact of the matter is we made the quarters. And we made the quarters of the Carabao Cup. Oh my lord, the Tractor Boys, fair enough. I am so beyond happy with this team, man, but as happy as I am, there are slight concerns for the next couple of years. Rabiot is now 32, so at best we'll get 1 more good year out of him, and Luis Chavez is not good enough to play in the Champions League. We do have the same situation with Depay, but luckily for us, Liam Delap is 82 overall now since he's been on loan to Barcelona, so we can just bring him back and slot him straight into the team. We could also do with replacing Reeves with a stronger centre-back. Very unlikely that we're going to be able to do this with free agents, but we do need to do this. But if we can somehow find a way to replace Rabiot, Luis Chavez and Jacob Reeves with somebody better in the next couple of years, we can legitimately take Ipswich Town to that next level. Now, Now guys, we've just arrived into season 4 with the Tractor Boys, and as I've just said, there's certain positions on this team we need to improve, but there's one position I may have just improved without even realising it. Because who remembers Issam Ahmed is currently on loan to Spurs, 21, 78 overall. We bring him back off loan, send Grooves out on loan to make sure he gets game time, and honestly, we just hope for the best from there. But there is still the Chavez and Rabiot situation that we need to sort out. We need to pray to God that in this season, that free agent list when it comes to midfielders is cracked, because otherwise we may be in a little bit of trouble. And guys, at long bloody last, I found a midfielder, Edson Cabral, 80 overall at 21 years old. Insane stats to go with it. I'm pretty certain this is Casemiro's regen, and he now plays for us. But it's bad news from there, because I'm looking at centre mids. I'm even looking for regen centre mids, and I cannot find a single one that goes into the team. And that's the only position now that we need to buy for. I mean, now that we've changed to the 4-3-3 holding, the midfield is for now sorted for at least one more year until we have to deal with the Rabiot situation. Until then, guys, we are sound. I mean, looking at the bench as well, it doesn't really need messing with either. We are covered on all bases with Ipswich. And it's a good thing too, guys, because we're finally in the UCL with Ipswich. But I'm getting through the table, guys, and there's not as many big teams in this competition as I thought there'd be. We might actually do pretty well in it in our first stint in this competition. Just like we're doing well in the Premier League so far, after 3 games, we're still undefeated top 4. But I've now done all I can for this season, guys. Cabral is slotted into the team, so is Ahmad, and so is Delap. Hopefully those 3 have a cracking campaign and improve like mad. Because if that happens and Rabiot can just hold on for another campaign, we might just become the best team in the Premier League. But guys, that just didn't happen. We barely scraped top 4. We just beat Arsenal 2 by 1 point. But have you seen how many goals we scored, man? 86. That's 7 more than Man City, for God's sake. If we could learn how to not concede as many, we'd be alright. I think that's the case with the gegenpress. You're much more likely to score goals because it's an attacking tactic. However, defensively, it's not that good. But look at this. We made the FA Cup final before Brighton beat us 3-1. Come on, man, we should be beating Brighton. But we only made it to round 4 this time of the Carabao Cup. Arsenal do knock us out, but then again, we beat them to the top 4, so I'll take that. But unfortunately, in the UCL, we don't make it through automatically. We are in the playoffs. We missed off by 2 points, man. Are you joking? Who else is with us, man? City, Atletico, Barca, Liverpool. Oh my God, all the big teams are in the playoffs. What is going on? AC Milan finished top of this group. Are you taking the mick of all teams? How cracked is AC Milan's team in career mode? And unfortunately, we get battered in the playoffs by Real Madrid, 8-4 on aggregate. Jesus, we got taught a lesson in football. I don't know about pressing in the Champions League, guys. Clearly, it didn't work. Maybe we go for something like kick and rush. Maybe we go for tiki-taka. Wing play is an option because Hutchinson and Clark are amazing. I mean, the stats speak for themselves, guys. Jack Clark with 40 goal contributions, 41 for Liam Delap, 18 for Hutchinson, 21 for Eric Sanchez too. But one thing that's really caught me off guard is Rabiot's actually gone up to 88 overall despite him being 33 years old. Maybe he's got one more good year left in him. Issam Ahmed's also done a good job, 83 rated this year. He's definitely earned his place in that starting 11. And so's Edson Cabral, 85 overall. Jesus Christ, what a player. It does make you wonder where we can improve this team now, because there's no way I'm finding free agents as good as anybody in our starting 11. At best, we're going to find bench players next season. But we got to come up with something, guys, because if we want to win the Champions League like PSG have this year, we've somehow got to take Ipswich Town up to that next level. Well, as we enter Season 5 with the Tractor Boys, we're off to a great start. Patrick Haas, I'm pretty certain this is Granit Xhaka's regen, but he's only 20, already 79 overall. His market value isn't that good, but he'll definitely make a great backup option for Cabral. Now, guys, let me take you back a couple of years. Who remembers Ryan Kent from Rangers? He's a free agent now. He's 31, 76 overall, but not long ago, this guy was making you breaking controls on Ultimate Team. But right now, he's going to help Ipswich Town break down defences as he's now a Tractor Boy. And finally, a little bit more depth for that centre mid role, Danny Ceballos, 31, 79 overall. On top of having Champions League experience, he's got Premier League experience too because he used to play for Arsenal. And with the signing of Dani Ceballos, that officially wraps up our transfer window. Because as I said at the end of Season 4, we are not going to find free agents that are going to fit into the starting team, and we've already filled up the bench as much as we need to. I mean, look at it, guys. We've got depth in every single position and quality depth at that. We're set for Season 5. And I'm glad about that, guys, because we're once again in the UCL. I swear, we hadn't better be rock bottom by the time this group stage is over. Because let's be real, guys, this team has certainly got a chance of winning it. I mean, that front three alone are scum. But I do have one concern, guys, and that is Adrien Rabiot. He is starting to go down in overall, but in my opinion, as long as he doesn't go down further than 85 or at the very worst 84, we should be okay. But it's safe to say we were nowhere near winning the Premier League this year. Man City ran away with it. The good news is, though, the wing play tactics meant we actually conceded less goals, but in turn actually scored less goals as well. As for the FA Cup, though, we made it to the quarters before Chelsea knocked us out. But we dropped a stinker in the Carabao Cup, losing to Forest in round 3. Honestly, I'm not liking how this season's going right now. But this is fantastic. We are 6th in the UCL League stage. Sevilla finished top. Fair play to them. But this means we're automatically through to the knockouts, where we just about beat Sporting on pens. Oh my days, that's not a good sign, is it? But we smashed Liverpool in the quarters, which means we could be playing Leverkusen, Bayern or Dortmund in the semis. Give me Dortmund, man. For goodness sake, don't give me Leverkusen. We got Dortmund. We beat them 3-2 on aggregate, and we're playing Leverkusen in the final. Oh, my old friends coming back to haunt me. I mean, look at the state of that team. Endrick's their striker. Florian Wirtz is still there. Granit Xhaka is there still. I thought I'd signed his regen. But I don't think we should be too worried because we've got Liam Delap, we've got Jack Clarke, Adrien Rabiot, and also an aging Memphis Depay. Hutchinson's really shocked me. Despite him being almost 90 rated, he hasn't even got 20 goal contributions. But this is the team we're going into the final with, and I'm happy to say that for the most part, we've managed to keep a couple of OGs. I mean, Omari Hutchinson's one of them, Liam Delap, Jack Clarke, and of course, Leif Davies. There's also Muric on the bench, Jacob Greaves, Chaplin. I'm actually really happy with that. We've brought quite a few people from Season 1 to the final. Whether we win it, though, is a different story. So far, we've won nothing with the Tractor Boys. But we could change that right now, as all we've got to do is beat Bayer Leverkusen to win the biggest trophy you can win at club level, the Champions League. Here come Bayer Leverkusen early in the first half. Good save, Asfedo, because on the ball. He's found Rabiot. Rabiot, we could find Omari Hutchinson. Hutchinson, he's in behind the defence. Can he get a goal? Good save. We've still got the ball, though, in a very dangerous position. Good defending. No way, good save. Bloody hellfire, we got away with that one. But here comes Hendrick. He's in behind. Oh my God, Asfedo, what a keeper. But we do have Liam Delap on the ball now. Okay, Liam Delap, he's strong. He's got the pace, and he sees that run from Rabiot. Rabiot, oh my days. Great defending. Leif Davies to take the corner. Our first of the game. This could be a good ball in. If it reaches anybody, Omari Hutchinson has got it on the outside. He's got a bit of room. He's shot. What a save. This is a battle of the keepers. I'm telling you, what a performance from both of them. Here comes Leverkusen on the left-hand side of the pitch. Oh, that's a gorgeous ball in. Oh, he's taking a defence out. Nope. Oh, that's a great save again. Bro, what is it going to take for either one of these teams to score, man? Everything has been thrown at it, but they just can't score. But we do have a good opportunity here as Omari Hutchinson is on the ball. Ref, he's just been taken out. Second half now, and this is such an evenly contested game. But we do have Omari Hutchinson on the right-hand side. He's a bit knackered, but he does have the pace. Okay, fast goal, wait foot coming. Clutch, another save. What do we have to do to score? But Hendrick's on the ball. Asfedo with the save on the other end of the pitch. Jack Clarke. Okay, he sees that run. Delap is in behind. Okay, Delap. He's away from Araujo. Referee, that's got to be a red card. And it is. Araujo, you dirty little shitbag. This is the opening that we need, ladies and gents. I tell you what, let's have a bang with Leif Davies. Oh, referee, penalty. Is that a penalty or is that a free kick? Oh, it's a freaking free kick. Okay, we can take advantage of this. Leif Davies. I think I've got the hang of free kicks in FC25. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, okay. Leif Davies on the rebound. My God, what do we have to do to score? That was literally a freaking open net, man. That defending is insane. But we do have Jack Clarke. Okay, Liam Delap is there. Oh my God, thank God for that. It's done. I swear to God, if we lose from this position, I quit this game. 1-0 to the Tractor Boys. It took literally everything we got. A man sent off, a rebound, finally answers our question of what we've got to do to score, because that is it. Now it's just a case of making no stupid mistakes, no defensive errors. We have to be perfect for the remaining 15 minutes of this game. Oh, but Hendrickson behind. Oh my days. Asfedo! Best keeper in the game. 100% best keeper in the game. 2 minutes added time. Leverkusen have the chance for one more attack. That is stumped though. Look at that for defending from Reyes. And that's the full-time whistle. We hung on in the end for a 1-0 win to make the Tractor Boys the best team in the world. Oh my god, that was not an easy final at all. It was truly the battle of the keepers. If Ronald Araujo didn't make that tackle and get himself sent off, I genuinely saw this going to a penalty shootout. But here we are, guys. Carlos Asfedo lifts the Champions League. We have completed our mission with Tractor Boys, Ipswich Town, winning them the Champions League with free agents only. And with that draws an end to this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like, smash that subscribe button if you are new around here, and if you want to watch more content from me, just click this video right here.